Come take a ride with Gypsy. Okay, guys, welcome to the Lion's Gate. This one's for Earth signs. Now, this particular galactic alignment has to do with Orion's belt and Sirius lining up with the Pyramid Giza. And basically, there's super electrical charged energies for you mentally, emotionally, spiritually. The last 2 days where I'm at, we had a huge storm, and it's actually erupted again right now. Lots of synchronicities, guys. I expect there to be lots of synchronicities in science. This particular portal has to do with twin flames and soulmates. And, a lot of people are, in a lot of pain right now, a lot of things on their plate, dealing with, home, job loss, relationships, not working out. Just a lot going on, guys. Make sure you're doing self-care and stuff like that. I actually had my first professional massage yesterday, and it was the most amazing experience of I'd have to say it was a life event, really. It felt like a trauma release. I mean, I kind of woke up this morning feeling like I got hit by a car. But there's been a lot of emotions and stuff that are finally coming to the surface and stuff like that. Also got my hair and stuff retouched up. Again, self-care is super important when you're going through a heap of shit, and then everybody else in your life is going through a heap of shit. And people not being able to communicate clearly and stuff like that. This portal is supposed to help break down some walls and stuff like that. These pieces that are falling to the ground are not, meant to be picked back up. You're literally rebuilding yourselves at this time. Now, let's see. The full moon coming is in Aquarius, and our last full moon we had was also in Aquarius. Again, star gate, right? Because Aquarius is star in tarot. Now, Venus is also in Libra. Some of you need to learn how to balance out, particular, situations. Is something, fallen so far apart? Is it even worth your time, being rebuilt? Or are you needing to take a different direction at this time? Now, I did write down a few things for each of your zodiacs. So for Taurus, know who you can count on and who you can't. Virgo, meetings for singles or new beginnings for couples. Capricorn, renewed passions and surprising encounters. So if you guys needed something to look forward to, I'm hoping this reading is going to provide that to you. Let's go ahead and get into the tarot and see what we got going on for you guys. I feel like your guys' energy is actually feeling pretty light, but it's a floating away kind of feeling. I don't know if you guys are trying to cut loose at this time to, ignore those emotional situations. And again, with these portals, emotions and stuff like that are going to be super intensified. You're being brought together right now, to help with ascension. Empath abilities will be off the charts and stuff right now too. Right, first card out. Seven of Pentacles, but it wanted to come out reversed, so I'm going to go ahead and read that flip side. Now, the Seven of Pentacles can talk about growth, but with it coming out in reverse, I feel like somebody's having a hard time counting their blessings or seeing the good in certain situations, if things have fallen apart. I feel like somebody is overanalyzing the good things they have. The Eight of Wands is also here. With Temperance on the bottom of the deck, a lot of you, I feel like your intuition might be a little bit muddled at this time. Or there are forms of over communication when there needs to be more silence. So somebody can, think through their thoughts. This has an aspect where somebody is literally talking out loud and they're looking like an ass doing it. Page of Cups is here in reverse. And the Page of Pentacles is also in reverse. Arguments? Fixated thinking? Or obsessions? Ten of Wands. Stress. And that'll do it. And finding, coping skills and stuff, like that, can really help you, keep going. You know what I mean? I feel like somebody here has so much on their plate that they've forgotten what actually makes them happy. Or what made them happy is not reachable at this time. Temperance. And that's that patience card. I don't know if somebody, loses their patience a lot. Two of Wands. Fiddle. Fidget. I feel like somebody here is in a hurry. And being patient for certain situations is no longer working. If for some of you, this patience is coming in the form of sitting and waiting for something to happen or get better, the suggestion here is to find a way to fix it and stop waiting for something to turn around or get better. You need to be, focused on other things so that you're not losing yourself in the process. Because I'm also hearing delays or being late, not being able to keep track. Oof, popping. All right. The Moon. Okay, so this portal is actually open till the 12th. I feel like this particular group is going to have some long-standing effects until the next full moon, and that's actually not till August 22nd. For some of you, the energies or events that are happening during this time frame that you're dealing with, it's going to be difficult to, juggle that and stuff like that. The suggestion here is, to reach out to, solid friends, make sure that your kids are okay. And if you have to set extra alarms and stuff like that to get to work, then do it. Because I'm actually seeing somebody having a hard time getting out of bed in the morning or having a hard time sleeping at night. For another group of you, this is dream walking. For another group of you, this is deep, lucid dreaming, waking up from nightmares and or prophetic visions and stuff like that. For some of you, you're thinking it's just coming in or dismissing it as, over emotional situations, but these will come up so you can deal with it head on. That's exactly what the full moon and the new moon is for. And again, with these portals and stuff like that, if you're ignoring your intuition at this time, Spirit's going to find a way to sit you on your ass. So you actually think about how you're treating other people, how you're dealing in your own environment, or how you're dealing with yourself. My chair's so squeaky. Fidget. Knight of Pentacles. Turtle might mean something to somebody. Or somebody is just so painfully slow at getting things done that it's either frustrating themselves or frustrating another person. The Three of Pentacles is here. For a group of you, this has to do with work situations. If this is not a relationship situation, I'm actually picking up on more of a single group of people rather than couples. Some of you may have just left relationships and missing the shit out of somebody. Justice in reverse and the Two of Cups on the bottom. Nail polish remover. Somebody feels removed or unloved, pushed away. For some of you, you're doing this to yourselves and isolating. Justice in reverse, this, feels, like I said, an unjust situation. Again, I already said pushed out, and here's the Seven of Wands. This can talk about a push-pull sensation for this group of people. I don't think it's geared towards a relationship. I think it's geared towards moving in and out of situations to either help with your mental health or get you headed in a specific direction. This particular group of people, I feel like, is literally being picked up and moved into a better situation, or a group of people that can better help you with where you're going. Knight of Cups and the Seven of Cups. Disillusion. Somebody here is confused, again, about who's there for them and who's not. But this has more of a feel of somebody having people there for them and it not resonating. This person is really hurt. Somebody here is so hurt. They can't even see somebody's love for them. The Chariot and the Five of Wands in reverse. Somebody here just fights with themselves too much. For others of you, this is somebody that you frequently argue with. And the message never being quite clear. Or somebody ignoring an emotional situation or ignoring somebody's hurts and just like kind of hoping it'll, go away. For others of you, this is a past relationship that you can't seem to get past. I keep hearing somebody wants to reconcile with somebody, but the way they're communicating isn't making it possible for reconciliation. For others of you, this is just a past situation with a person and somebody coming back with a new way of communicating. It looks like the reading's about to turn around. Sorry, I just grabbed another deck. And maybe, this old situation that's coming back, somebody's having a hard time believing that somebody here is a changed person. Is it going to go back to the way it was, is what I'm hearing. Father of Swords and the Four of Wands in reverse. Somebody is so protective or far removed from this other person. Alchemy. Somebody's holding back. That's for sure. I feel like somebody's open to the reconciliation. And you'll have to decide, if this is you or, your person. With these, like I said, with these portal energies, it's really I feel like there's a lot of things that are just holding you back, holding you down, keeping you from moving forward or keeping you moving on. Others of you who keep going in this roundabout situation, trying to work something out with somebody and it not working, somebody needs to come to the conclusion that it's never going to work. Accept it for, you know, what it is. Daughter of Swords. The Mother of Stones. Somebody here, I keep hearing either works a lot, or somebody here has tools or amazing forms of communication to find deep-seated issues, but somebody here doesn't want to be honest. That might be why the Five of Wands is here in reverse. Somebody wants to move forward without having to say I'm sorry or admit their wrongs. Seven of Cups again. Also in reverse. Yeah. This person here that's actually in the confused state, I feel is the one who's failing to see where they've done wrong. And for some of you, this is going to require other forms of communication, or, you know, for a big group of you, this is separation. Six of Cups and the Ten of Stones. I feel like somebody has placed their own happiness in another person's hands. That's a huge burden to carry. Because then you become, you know, that's where, you know, somebody becomes your world or your everything. You know, and that can actually fall in categories of abuse and stuff like that, because then if you're responsible for this other person's happiness all the time, you know, and you can't seem to make them happy, in turn, you are going to be very unhappy. Nine of Cups in reverse. My heart chakra is going off. Some of you are having forms of telepathy with other people who have come in to help you with your current situation. If it's not forms of telepathy, obviously this would just be, you know, 3D forms of, you know, a communication, like, hey, how's it going? What's wrong? What are you doing? You know, offering those kinds of things. For those of you who are, like, you know, deeply, you know, silent and stuff like that, you know, some of these other communications and stuff are, you know, coming in the middle of the night. You really need to be paying attention to your dreams and stuff right now. Temperance with the Nine of Stones. You know what? This is actually a great turning point, because the Nine of Stones can talk about somebody doing it on their own. For a group of you, there's you know, deep sadness here of having to do certain things on your own, but I'm hearing rite of passage. This doesn't even have to be, you know, a young person. This can be, you know, an older person too, trying to figure out, you know, what real, you know, life is like, and you know, actually building a castle and saying, I did it. Standing up and say, well, I did this. You know, I did it all by myself. And that might be what, you know, Spirit is prompting this person to do at this time frame. The Empress. The Moon fell out with it too. Right on top of the Moon. Which is funny, because I was talking about those two full moons. Oh, and for the other readings that I did for this portal, I am doing Zodiac Prophecy. You have Cancer, Pisces, Libra, and Sagittarius. With the 2 full moons coming and the Empress actually being upright, this is you coming into your power. This is, you know, for some of the feminines, this is serious spiritual gifts, blessings. Somebody just needs to keep their head together. Somebody just needs to keep their head together. With the Empress, that's also Taurus energy. I feel like somebody's earth, air. You guys are just missing air. Hang on. Sorry. I don't know where it went right there. It kind of left my head. The Empress is really intuitive. She can have psychic abilities. For some of you, this has to do with birth announcements, pregnancy. Somebody else here might use magical tools, whether it's tarot, I Ching, runes. You know, with this gate and stuff like that, I would definitely soak up as much energy from the portal as you can. For some of you, it's going to have to come in the form of spending time by yourself. You know, in the morning, those of you that just like jump right out of bed, you know, from your alarm and stuff like that, I would suggest setting an alarm like 15 minutes, you know, prior to you having to get out of bed, and before grabbing your phone and stuff like that. Try and, you know, remember your dreams, because I feel like with the double moon energy here, somebody specifically here is receiving most of their messages in their dreams. You know, keeping a dream journal and stuff like that will help you track it. And then when you actually see the events and stuff unfold, as somebody here, and somebody's definitely asking for a new beginning. That's for sure. For some of you who have fallen out of, you know, spirituality and stuff like that, this, you know, can talk about, you know, regaining some of those gifts. For others of you, this is a renewed situation with a person from your past. Somebody's got anxiety about it, and they need to work on that. I keep hearing the Taylor Swift song, Shake It Off. Somebody might need a little more exercise. Somebody's worried about somebody's ill intentions or bad intentions about coming back, or why this person would be re-entering your life in the first place, instead of sitting there wondering and, you know, asking yourself, you know, through your anxiety. I would suggest that you're supposed to face this situation head on. For some of you, this is making up with one person and refusing to move forward with another person. There seems to be a lot going on in this reading, but I did get the Wheel of Fortune, and this does say take a chance. For some of you, this is actually just the ability to let something go. You know, whether it's that last chance idea of fixing something or correcting a situation that seems completely different because somebody's coming in healed. So that's all I got for you. Gypsy out.